Morning, green afternoon, green evening, world over, wherever you are, all our brothers and sisters across the globe, we extend you a very warm welcome on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, wherever you are. It's indeed a great pleasure. Today we are organizing 1014th webinar during this particular pandemic. We completed our series of 1000 webinars on 21st of June, International Day of Yoga, and we are moving ahead and we have taken the pledge. We will focus on education, empowering education, making education relevant. And every Sunday evening, we have got a special session where we bring our brothers and sisters across the world, our non-resident Indian diaspora, and how they can empower the Indian education ecosystem. We extend this evening, this morning, this afternoon, a very warm welcome, Professor Rajasekhar Wangapati who is the Registrar, Fashion Institute of Technology, State University of New York. He is joining us all the way from United States. We extend him a very warm welcome. And in a short while, we will have Professor Natarajan also from Texas. Today's topic is technology for teachers empowerment. We covered the basics last week. We'll be proceeding further on to that. Today is the International MSME Day, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise, which is the backbone of the universe. So today on the International MSME Day, we extend a very warm greetings to everyone. Our chamber is deeply committed, whatever we can do, the best possible way to empower the education ecosystem. And during the pandemic, how we should make education more relevant to our life. New education policy announced last year, 29th of July, which is going to be the game changer in India. This policy is now being deliberated, everything. Now, when we have moved into this pandemic, Corona, there are technology issues which emerged from pandemic. And there are a couple of areas, what to restore, what to evolve, and what to transform. So this all is coming on the YouTube. You can see it later on in your own time, how it is cost effective, how students can repeat and they can see it again and again, how the technology alignment has to be done. And the currency of education is transformation. That is something very important. And there are 8 features of online courses with transformation. It has to be student-centered, trust-based, community-based, outcome-based, hybrid format, platform agnostic, and a set of passion. And the new network learning model, when you talk about how to seek, how to sense, how to share. So there are a couple of things which are coming over there. From a teaching culture, we are moving to learning centric, and particularly this digital mode, outside classroom learning, flip learning, blended learning, hybrid learning, whatever you want to call it. And of course, technology is going to play a very important role for all of us. There are 5 growth opportunities in digital education in the times to come. There is analysis which has been carried out till 2025, how augmented and virtual reality will grow, and then addressing disruption. And when you talk about MOOC, massive open line courses, personalized learning, and finally digital school services. Down below, we have given you the findings up to 2025, how basically the digital education is going to grow. Microsoft recently did some survey and teachers have conveyed, thank you for inspiring the students in their learning. 83% of teachers, the educators, they feel that the learning is not bound by a specific time and place. 71% of educators feel technology has helped empower them in ways that elevate their instruction and capacity as a teacher. And 82% agree that this past year accelerated the pace in which the technology has driven innovation in teaching and learning. Now, there's a beautiful SWOT analysis which has been carried out. And now they don't call it SWOT, they call it SWOC. That is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. You can read in your own time. Down below, we have also given you the source, but this is something very, very important. Strength, how there's a time flexibility, location flexibility, catering to wide audience and wide availability of courses and contents, and then immediate feedback you can get. And then the weaknesses, because people, those are from the weaker section, those don't have the digital highways and they've got the proper devices, they've got technical challenges. But what are the new opportunities and what are challenges? So you can read in your own time, you can see. The world has to get back to the basics, and that is the future. No more luxury and no more business to business. So let's come together. Whatever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And today we are privileged. We have got Professor Rajesh Vengapatiji with us, and we extend a very, very warm welcome. And thank you very much for joining. Thank you for spending some more time for us. And it was indeed a great pleasure to have you last week also with us. With these words, I will request you to kindly take on today's session and we proceed further.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again, Gulshanji. It's really honor once again to invite me to continue on this series. Today's actually topic this extension of the from the last week's session. I wanted to share my experience and knowledge where we went through and how I started. I explained last week. So can I share the screen, sir?
Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Second.
Rajesh Shekharji has done a lot of work in different schools in Telangana. He has empowered a lot of teachers over there. He has empowered a lot of education fraternity over there. And he has given them a lot of valuable inputs over there. And please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you once again. Professor, I think Vivekji also is here today.
It's a pleasure to have him.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine, thank you. As I mentioned last week, I just want to briefly explain. I work in Fashion Institute of Technology in State University of New York in New York. I've been in the higher education for the last 37 years. I was a student in India back home, and I was a professor also in India in IIT Varanasi. Then I came to US. Of course, in between, I went to Germany and France also. I was a student there, and I came to US. I became a student, and I became a teacher also here. I'm a professor also here in State University of New York, FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology. So all through and through all these years, I've been working in the classroom and outside the classroom also, as an administrator and as a teacher also. Always my goal is to see how I can transform my knowledge and I share my knowledge to the other side of the table. So with that intention, not only in this country, to give back to our country, my country, India. So we started working on this one to improve the quality of education, particularly in government schools. So that's my goal actually, I mean, even for the topic also today. So my goal is always to see that one, encourage, engage, educate, empower. So with this, we started a nonprofit organization that's called Empowerment Skills International in New York. And we opened the Society for Empowerment Skills Global in India, which is a one not-for-charity organization, so that we can do our services to the government school students and teachers with the accountability and with outcome-based services. So this is Empowerment Skills International is one of the approved charitable organizations in US, and also in India, we are working on the already registered charitable organization in Warangal, Society for Empowerment Skills Global in India. Our goal is to make sure that, I mean, I repeat again, dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. So I encourage this one to make understand to the teachers and the students. So here the context, the dream is our goal for our life and professionally and personally. So it's not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. So with this one, out of the 4 E's, encourage, engage, educate, empower. Today we discuss actually the encouraging. So what is the importance of encouragement and encouraging the students and teachers? So the first most important thing, why need to encourage? So the encouraging is actually very important, particularly in the government school, in the teacher side and the student side. To see that one, what is the gap between the government school students, teachers, and the private school teachers and teachers and students. So here, the most important thing to make them aware actually what is available outside and what are they missing. In the gap, particularly, why the scholarships or the seats in from the other schools, other private schools are getting more in number than government school students. So where is the actual issue? So how to encourage them to see that one, the availability of resources for them and what are missing here in the government schools. So there are so many areas actually to start with. The first thing, the student side and the teacher side. Always I go with the both sides. The teacher side, are they know? I mean, do they know actually? So what are the availability resources are there to make their the quality education to improve in their classroom and outside classroom. So in this area, so we need to educate them first by encouraging to see that one, what all the resources as a teacher, they can make sure their availability in the country, internationally, domestically. And the next area in the limitations. So what are the limitations actually here? So most time you'll come across limitations are the budget. So we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have the access to purchase, very limited funds are there given by the government and all. So teachers and students again. In the teacher side, the limitations when we ask actually, they say that we don't have budget to purchase anything. They don't have even for the student side, they don't have even the notebooks to make the notes. Of course, the textbooks are given by the government nowadays. All the textbooks digitally and the physical textbooks are provided to the students. So encouraging. So encouraging comes again to the students. What are the possibilities? What are the opportunities there outside in the profession side and in the education side? The money is not the important. First thing is to make sure that they have the hunger to learn, hunger to reach their goals. That is the encouragement we need to give to the students and the teachers also. In the student side, again, we need to encourage the parents. The most important thing is to see that one, how the parent is encouraged to educate the student and encourage their children to see that they get the maximum benefit of the education and quality education from the government schools. How? By asking. So that's what we need to educate them in encouraging them to see, ask the questions, ask for the quality education, and ask the students to see that one, how the other students from the private schools, how they are benefiting, how they are getting the better quality education in the private schools. Of course, I cannot say that when all the government schools are not giving the quality education. There are government schools which are giving, but I'm referring to the government schools where they are lacking of quality education. The possible solutions, we are coming to the possible solution. As we know that limitations, we are all going through the limitations in the government schools because of the budget given by the government. So here, the possibility of possible solutions, which I come across with my experience, where are the possibilities? First, do the teachers know how they can come up with the possible solutions and how to encourage them to come across in this ones? The first and foremost things, the teachers, how to think about possible solutions by reaching out the people locally and other organizations which are ready to help for the government schools. And the school committee, there is always in the government schools, there is a school committee with the local people and local leaders and parents and teachers, a couple of teachers and headmasters. So from this local school administration, like a school committee, what are the possibilities to improve the quality of education? The quality of education doesn't mean that, I mean, just only getting the equipment to the school, but to make sure that how to use the equipment also. So that's where the next the engaging and educating and empowering will going to come across. But today we are seeing how to encourage. Then to see that one, encouraging to contact the people from the same school, it means alumni of the school. So how to contact them, how to bring them back to and encourage them to see that one, what they can do for the school. Then coming to the NRIs. Even from the same school, there are so many NRIs, means, I mean, those people who are successfully complete their education and in a better positions in not only in the same location or in the different cities and also in different countries. So how to catch hold of those the old students of the school, that's like old boys and old girls, we call it alumni. So how to really bring them back and encourage them to give the support to the schools. To see that one, many teachers are not actually seeing the power of the alumni of their school. So let us come again to the point of what my experience. So the first time when I went to the schools and see this encouraging part, when I started it, all the teachers have the questions. So I mean, so we don't have the budget. That's the first answer they say, that when anything to do, first they say we don't have budget. Then the next thing is the time. So where is the time? So we are always busy with the regular our classwork and all to see that one, how they can do the extra mile in bringing the quality of education to the classroom. Next thing, the responsibility. Even if somebody is ready to give some a donation, but where is the commitment and the responsibility for the accountability? So that's where actually the encouragement has to be given to the teachers to see that the availability is there, but thing is somebody has to take the responsibility and the commitment to give the outcomes from the donations or the support which is given by the other people. With this one, I started visiting a couple of schools, particularly in the government schools in Telangana area. I spent hours actually with the teachers, encouraging them. Encouraging only first to see that one, what are the possibilities, how they can make their school to become the international level. That's where actually I was going to see that. My goal is always to tell them, if a kid or anybody doesn't have money to purchase a bicycle, but we should be able to encourage them, engage them, educate them, and empower them how to fly. A person doesn't have even the basic money, but thing is to build their goals and work towards their goals to reach the skies. So with this one, I visited a couple of schools. Couple of schools Means, I mean, really, in the first visit, I visited more than 5, 6 schools. And I was getting a very discouraging responsible response actually from the teachers. The students are so eager, because when I met the teachers and students were so encouraged, and they wanted to learn. They are really showing the hunger. But the teachers are really not giving me that much encouragement to see that what they can do for the support which I was trying to help them. In, for example, one school I spent more than 2.5 hours, and there are more than 20 teachers. Everyone has actually seen that one, what they are going to get out of it, but not what they're going to gain and make the quality of education to students. All the after the 2.5 hours discussion, I was asked actually how much money I'm going to donate to the school. My goal is actually, it's not a question of money, but things are how many people are going to be responsible and accountable for the work which we are going to help to the school. None. Nobody was ready to give the support and encouragement to accept the responsibility and commitment. I told the headmistress actually, sorry, madam, I need somebody to take responsibility for just only accountability, not nothing and everything. We are trying to help, but thing is accountability. I could not help. The other schools, other side of the flip of it, there are so many teachers ready to come forward and spend extra hours, extra time to see that one, and they're very encouraged with my initiatives. They're eager to cooperate and make sure that they are responsible for the support which they are going to receive, and they're committed to engage the students also to give the education and empowering the students with the additional educating resources. So with this one, the encouragement was a challenge. So we should not give up. With the meeting and greeting with the parents, students, and teachers, and the local DOs and local leaders also. Leaders means not political leaders, because I try to keep away from the political leaders. I want to make sure the academic leaders, those who are locally available, I achieved a lot of satisfaction helping the government school students and teachers. We'll be sharing that one, how we engage them in the following series. So I wanted to keep it short and clear on this one. First, encouraging. So today we are trying to see this one, how we encourage the students, parents, and teachers. Any questions, sir, so far?
Absolutely fine, sir. People are just appreciating. They're enjoying the session. Everybody's writing. Interesting talk. Wonderful, mind-blowing deliberation in a very pragmatic voice. Wonderful to attend Professor Rajasekharji's session again. Warm greetings from Tamil Nadu, Arumugam Srinivasan ji, and then Amisha ji. Innovative session, informative session. And then somebody is writing, technology is a must for teachers to upskill the current teaching methods which are available. Amazing session, empowering session, enlightening session, super informative, amazing, incredible. It's all praiseworthy. Very
Thank you,
interesting
sir.
session, and yet will be helpful for the educators. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again. All the audience with your kind words, I'm really humble. And see that one, how we can really bring the gap closer, actually, reduce the gap between the government school students and private school students. So all we need is actually to see, encourage the students and teachers. That's the basic thing. Then we can see that on how we can engage in the next session. To make them aware, that's encouraging, they can do also, like I can do. It's not like just I don't have money, I cannot do. So that we should really remove from the students in the government school. They are wonderful students, and they're nowhere less than the intellectual level of the students are much, much stronger, I can say, because with my own experience. The teachers also very good, but the only thing is we need to motivate them by encouraging them what are the benefits once they learn the technology, and also a little commitment to the extra commitment to the students, not only for the paycheck. We should encourage them to see that one how they can uh, change the lives of the students who are in need of. And the parents are putting their lives, their children's lives 10 years into the hands of the government school teachers. And I always remind the teachers to see that one, your responsibility of for the 10 years worth of the life of each and every student in the government school. So I keep repeating that one whenever I talk to the teachers. So that parent is trusting and believing that a teacher is going to change the life of their children. That's why we should never forget. And I always tell them to see that one, how every day before you go to sleep, think about what change, what positive change did you bring in the classroom to the student actually, so that you can be responsible for the parent that they trusted you, and they put the trust into the teacher, and gave their children for 10 years into your hands. So with this one, I generally bring some little sentiment, I think, into the teachers, and they realize, and they say, they yes, they started thinking, and they really improved. I saw literally from many teachers coming extra a mile by spending more time in the classroom and outside the classroom. So by spending an extra hour in the evenings, and see that one how to encourage these students. The goal is actually to see that one encouraging is the most important basic thing to show that when they can do something extra than what they were doing, they have been doing. So that is the basic thing what I felt, and I've been encouraged in the childhood, so I never forget those things. Even though I was struggling for my actually day-to-day meal in my family, but I was never discouraged not to do, not to miss the education part. So with that encouragement, I'm here today. I reached my goals. I never forgot my goal, actually. That's the first key we need to encourage the students. Never forget the goal and work hard towards the goal, and work smartly nowadays also. So that also we need to add, not only just working hard, repeating, but see that one, how to take advantage of the availability of the technology and the resources, and see that hunger is always alive to get the goal and achieve their life goals uh, by getting the networking and all those things. To see that one, the encouraging. That's the key to succeed in any area, personally and professionally. So with this one, I think I'll stop it because we have a little time constraint today.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
once
sir.
again.
Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. And I would, sir, could you be kind enough to close your PPT?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm sorry.
No. We'll just, I'm so grateful to you. Thank you very much. And you have given such a beautiful, I've taken the notes also. Dream, gap, availability, limitations, possible solution, encourage, engage, educate, and empower. And 3 points which you gave very important. Teachers always asking, we don't have budget. Where is the time? No time. And who will take the responsibility? And what I'm going to get out of it? Why should I bring your program? So I would request Professor Vivek Shankar Natarajan ji to do the closing prayer also, and few remarks also from your side.
Thank you, Rajshekhar ji. Again, the project of this magnitude is not easy, and our gratitude, our kudos to Rajshekhar ji for doing this. in a lone way. And so sometimes synergy builds up when we all partner. So that is how I said we all should be in it together. And so he has been very kind to come on our platform, and he would like to work with ICSI. So we will be doing, this is a marathon. So we will do a series of webinars for the next few Sundays, and he has agreed to do it till maybe mid-July or late July, before the things start getting busy in August. So by our goal is to make sure we can cover each of these dimensions in a bullet point that he has covered today, expand on those concepts in the subsequent webinars. So we really want the audience to be involved. We need more educators to come, more NRIs, because one of the things is, as they say, when they think we are NRI, they think everybody is a Bill Gates, Satya Nadella, or Sundar Pichai, a lot of money. Most of us are actually very middle class professors who are hard. We are finding it hard to just pay our bills and stay on top of it. But we are happy to share a lot of experience, and we are happy to share a lot of knowledge. And then there are people like Rajshekhar ji who's giving away his time on a Sunday morning when he could be sitting and having idlis and chutney for breakfast. He's spending time reaching to all the people in Warangal and Telangana, that part of the world, and teaching them how to use technology. That is not easy. That is a karma yoga. So this concept is, we need to appreciate people of that nature. And so Rajshekhar ji, thank you so much. So we will spend more time. The whole idea is we can see if more people get motivated to do this at their own end, because we all have to become contributors in this society. And hopefully the message will go that even the students, the teachers feel empowered, that they can be the agents of change. And so that is a thing. So we have to motivate, and hopefully all of these things will motivate more teachers to start paying attention to it. And for any other thing, we are available to help them. So that is the goal of ICSA. I think it is not to give the fish, but to teach them how to fish. And, and that's what we are trying to do. So that skill upgradation. And Gulshan ji, I know we completed 1,000, and I know we have to wrap up early. So with that, I will say, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. So Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So thank you so much. Wonderful deliberations. We'll keep the deliberations going for the next few weeks on technology empowerment of teachers through technology. And Gulshan ji with Rajshekhar ji, and we are in for a treat. So I would like more questions. So maybe we should keep it more Q&A now that he has given us an idea what he's doing. So next few sessions, we'll keep it a little more samvad rather than just, a prachar or a talk. So with that, thank you so much.
Very kind of you. And one suggestion which has come from maximum people, they would like actual technology to be shown and applied for teachers' empowerment.
Yeah, and I have had one suggestion for Rajshekhar ji also. I said, why don't we bring some of your champion teachers who have benefited, and let them come and let them talk. Maybe we should do more panels also. So the next, we have at least 3-4 more webinars. So we want audience also to reach out. And Gulshan ji, please also think about whom we can bring also.
Sure. I would make a humble submission to Professor Rajshekhar ji. Let's take it an example when we are talking about teachers' empowerment. Actual technology application, if we can show, because then I can invite a lot of principals, I can invite a lot of teachers, everybody can come. One is the framework. Now, framework we have already set. Now, if you go to the brass tracks and actual we discuss, that would really be that, look, here is the gadget, and this gadget, how it is to be used, what is to be applied, which way it is to be applied, what you should open. So I think Professor Vivek Shankar Natarajan ji, like he has told, that if you can bring 1 or 2 more taco savvy people also with you, I think we can work it out. We can plan it out. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Wish you great day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you, Vivek.
I just take 1 minute before we close.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Because as you suggested, and also Vivek ji, we are planned in that way. That's why out of the 4 E's, encourage, engage, educate, empower. So the next is going to be encouraging is done. Now engaging. How did I engage? And then educating, then empowering. So I'm coming in those series, and then I'll bring the teachers who got empowered also and see that one, what technology we learned through. In the education part, I am going to explain what programs I used, how I educated them through the technology.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
We look
And
forward.
please invite the teachers and
Sure.
principals, where we can do without spending a penny, how we can really educate the teachers in the technology, which is
Very
on the
kind.
top notch in the technology.
Very kind, sir. Very kind. Wish you
And,
great day ahead.
and hopefully we can do more through ICSA and Rajshekhar ji coming together. So this is all that we are laying the groundwork. Thank you.
Thank you.